Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This is Dolphin and today guys I'm gonna show you how to root Gemini, the light brownie magician. Yes, I remember the name, the light brownie magician. Guys, this is obviously not how I have mine rune. I don't use him in PvE yet, but I have plans for that. But I use him in RTA. I'm gonna show you my RTA build by the end of the video. We're gonna talk about his stats first, his skills, and then how to rune him, obviously what stats you should aim for, where is he good, so what places you should use him, and also how to counter him. Okay, let's get into this. Alright, stats. Base HP 9200, definitely not the best. 780 base attack, that's pretty decent. It's an attack type monster, so that's why I'm thinking maybe it's not the best, but 780 is not bad at all. Obviously, as it is an attack type monster, it's not that high, but not too bad. Base defense 582, really bad. Base speed 106, that's pretty good actually, above average for sure, which is actually really good. Guys, Gemini is a light 4-star monster, but it was HOH twice already, so you should have him. You should have him. I would say he's a free-to-play. It was HOH, so I would say he's a free-to-play unit. Now, what do the skills do? Skill 1, attack the enemy one time, single target, attack it one time and has 30% chances of getting an extra turn. Skill 2, attack every single enemy and defense break them for one turn. This attack lands as a crushing hit regardless of the enemy's attribute. So it doesn't crit with this, it just is a crushing hit, meaning if Miho is 1 HP, you skill 2 with Gemini, Miho is dead. It's not gonna crit with it. It's not going to crit with it, it's not gonna glance with it. It's a free turn cooldown, meaning if you proc with this, you're gonna have this even faster available. Passive, that's why Gemini is really good actually. Increase attack power by 50% if your HP ratio is lower than the target enemy's HP ratio at the moment of attacking, and remove one beneficial effect of the enemy if you have less beneficial effect than the enemy. So what does that mean? You attack the enemy, you get 50% extra attack power if your HP is lower than the enemy, and you strip one beneficial effect if you have less beneficial effect than the opponent. Meaning, don't put immunity, don't put will on Gemini. Don't do that. Speed leader skill 19%, that's pretty good. It's not that high, there is 24% already, there is 33%, which is much higher, but it's pretty good because it's an extra speed leader skill, which can actually help a lot. Now, how to rune Gemini? Let's go into RTA units and I'll show you my Gemini. My Gemini is like this, is on speed, attack, accuracy, swift, broken. What you want to get on Gemini is definitely high speed, as much speed as you can, high accuracy because you do want to strip, and then high attack. The reason why you want high attack is if the enemy has shield and will, with the high attack you're gonna break the shield, and with the passive you're gonna strip the will. That's the point. High attack, if you can get higher attack than mine, go for it. The HP is not important actually. If you can get lower HP, probably I'm gonna lower my HP on my Gemini, because if you have lower HP than the opponent, you get extra 50% attack power. Therefore, I'm gonna try to get my Gemini with lower HP. Maybe I'm gonna increase the defense, because I want him to be a little bit tanky, although it doesn't really matter, because once you get the defense break off, then if you're using Gemini, you probably clear him. So probably the tankiness don't matter too much, but yeah, how to rune him? I would say Swift is the best way to go. Swift broken. You definitely don't want to go Will, because as we said, if he has a buff and the enemy don't have buffs, he's not gonna strip. It's not gonna strip. The passive works that way. It doesn't need if it doesn't need buffs, it doesn't need will, it shouldn't have will, otherwise it's not gonna strip most likely. Swift is the best way to go. I think Gemini is probably really good with, not probably, is really good in the cleaves. So you just want to go fast, you AoE defense break and then follow up with other monster with AoEs and take down the enemy team. Really, that's what Gemini is there for. If you're using him as a stripper overall, you can use him as a stripper, but I feel like as a cleaver is actually really good. But yeah, speed, I would say 1 attack percentage rune on slot 4-6 is actually needed. You don't need 100% accuracy also, you can go with like 50 no, maybe not. Around 65% accuracy is okay already. It has 100% strip. It can be resisted, but it's 100% strip, so it's reliable. You don't really need, the maximum accuracy you should aim for is 85. But as I go accuracy slot 6, then it's easier for me to get 100% anyway. So you can go 100%, it's not gonna hurt you. But yeah, around 70, I would say at least 65-70% should be okay. But yeah, I would say 1 attack percentage on slot 4 is actually pretty good, because you actually, sometimes enemy has shield set, so you kind of want to counter that with high attack. Now, where is Gemini good? Gemini is really good for RTA. If you want to clear the opponent, he has a speed leader skill, which is really good. It's not that high, but it's 19%, which is good. You usually need, if you're cleaving, you usually need 2 speed leader skill, because if one is banned, then you have the second one, which is really good. So I would say Gemini is really good in RTA. You can use him in arena offense, I think, and I'm thinking about that, and you probably can use him with Bastet, another 2 AoE damage dealer. I'm thinking about Lagmaron, Poseidon. If you want to build a fast Belenus, you can go with a crit damage Okeanos as well. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options. You can go with the fire demon, so you can get attack, increased attack bar as well. There's a lot of options, but Gemini is pretty good for that as well. I would say for siege offense, it's pretty good against the Martina teams. You can go with him. You can go with him, attack bar booster like a Megan, and then I don't know, Stella or the water Chun-Li. It's pretty good. Kill Martina or the Shayna. I feel like that is a pretty decent team as well, so you can use that. I've seen people using Jean, the light ninja, with Gemini, so you get even more speed leader skill, and then going with like another damage dealer, fast damage dealer. So yeah, I would say Gemini is pretty good for RTA, arena offense, and siege offense for in some situation, not always. But it's a pretty good unit. It's a free to play. He has speed leader skill, he has AoE, strip, and defense break. So the skill 1 also is gonna keep on stripping as long as you have less buff than the opponent. And also you can get 30% chance, you can get an extra turn with 30% chance, meaning you can have these available really often, and it's an AoE defense break. It's 1 turn defense break, so you definitely need to speed tune your units pretty well. So on that matter, guys, if you're using Gemini with the AoE damage dealer, so okay, so either use Gemini with the Bastet or increase attack bar, or if you're using Lagmaron, Poseidon, things like that, they need to be close in speed with the Gemini. Because if Gemini AoE defense break, and then the enemy team moves, and then your Lagmaron moves, you're not gonna do that much damage because the defense break is gone. It's 1 turn defense break. So try to build your unit. If you're using Ganymede, you can use Ganymede. It needs to be like 1 speed slower than Gemini. Okeanos, same thing. Lagmaron, I know Lagmaron is gonna have to be on crit damage, but try to get them few speeds lower than Gemini. 1 speed lower than Gemini would be the best. but try to get them close together in speed. So how to counter Gemini, guys? Gemini teams are hard to counter because if they get going and they are speed tuned well, you probably lose that game. You're probably gonna lose that game. I'm not gonna lie about that. You're probably gonna lose that game if they go Gemini, Bastet, Lagmaron, Poseidon, things like that. It's hard because the Poseidon doesn't even glance anymore on skill 3. The Lagmaron hits really hard. You get the defense break. If they're using the Bastet, the attack buff, you're dead. You're pretty dead. I would say to counter Gemini, you can either go Verde Hill on triple revenge, hoping that you're gonna revenge that AoE and then you cut the opponent, or you can go Will Shield. Gemini is not that used in RTA, not too much. It's used but not too much, so maybe a shield set on some of your units would be good, but be careful because the opponent might be using a Daphnis and the shield set's is gonna be a bad thing instead of a good thing. So shield set could counter the Gemini, but also Gemini with high attack can actually break the shield set and still defense break. So it's not a really good counter for Gemini. It can work, but it doesn't mean it's going to work. People build Gemini tanky, so maybe he's not gonna be able to break the shield, but it could be an option. The Verde Hill is a good option. Outspeed is probably the best option because Gemini's team, usually the opponent has the units build really high speed and good attack, so they're kinda tanky, so try to outspeed, maybe high speed leader skill, or try to outspeed. That is probably a good option. Verde Hill is a good option. Water Art Master could be an option because then if you strip the Water Art Master, that enemy team is gonna get attacked by, or if you strip anybody really. So the passive of the Water Art Master gives attack bar whenever he gets stripped or whenever any enemy gets stripped. So it gets attack bar, so you can actually counter it like that. So there is few ways you can counter. There is Diana, although Diana is not always that fast. So yeah, Diana could work, but outspeeding probably is the best way. I would say outspeeding is not. It's a good way to go about it because obviously it's 19% speed leader skill, and obviously speed tuning everything to Gemini is not that easy because if he's 300 speed, it's gonna be decently hard to build the Lagmaron around 300 speed as well. So yeah, anyway guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment below how you have your Gemini rune, and yeah, hope it helped. And thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everybody, take care guys, stay safe, bye.